Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 70. Puryamanam achala pratishtham samudram apa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sa shantim apnoti na kami. A person who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled, but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. So Krishna is saying, he's continuing with this section. He's giving the knowledge to Arjuna. What is he saying? Although the vast ocean is always filled with water, it is always, especially during the rainy season, being filled with much more water. But the ocean remains the same, steady. It is not agitated, nor does it cross beyond the limit of its brink. That is also true of a person fixed in Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada is giving this very nice analogy that there is an ocean. Ocean always has water in it, but sometimes when it's raining, it has more water, but yet the ocean still remains like that. It does not overflood. The ocean does not overflood the places. So that is how a Krishna conscious person is. That as long as we are inside this body, as long as we are there, the desires will come. The desires will come for sense gratification. But the devotee is not disturbed by such desires. Okay, because we are in the body, we have the senses. We cannot deny that we are not in the body. We cannot say, okay, now I'm the soul. Okay, so I'll pretend that I do not have this body. No, we are in the body, so such desires will come. But he's not disturbed. He's not disturbed. Why? Because he is so attached to Krishna. Because of his fullness, his consciousness is fixed on Krishna. How can I please Krishna? How can I please Krishna? Oh, if I do this, Krishna will be pleased. If I don't do this, then Krishna will be displeased. Like that. If I do this, Krishna will be displeased. That's how he does. That's why he's not disturbed, because of his attachment to Krishna. A Krishna conscious man is not in need of anything, because the Lord fulfills all his material necessities. So Krishna is the one who's fulfilling all the material necessities. The pure devotee, he's like a child in the lap of his mother. He's like a child. He knows Krishna is doing whatever he's doing is the best for me. Let me just continue to please Krishna. Let me continue to do the things that are pleasing to him. So therefore, he's like the ocean, always full in himself. Desires may come to him, like the waters of the rivers that flow into the ocean, but he is steady in his activities. And he is not even slightly disturbed by desires for sense gratification. So we see this is the position of a pure devotee. Pure devotee, he is just fixed. This is the process of Krishna consciousness. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hear and chant. Oh, today I don't feel like chanting. He doesn't say that. No, he will continue chanting. Oh, today I don't feel like hearing. I want to hear something else. No, he will continue hearing. He will. That is the proof of a Krishna conscious man, one who has lost all inclinations for material sense gratification, although the desires are present. So he does not act on those desires. The desires are there. Okay, they are there. So what? I'm in the body, they are there. But he does not act on it. Let me not act on it. Because he remains satisfied in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, he can remain steady like the ocean and therefore enjoy full peace. So what gives him this strength? Some desire comes in our heart and you're like, yes, 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 let me do it. It sounds so much fun. Oh, yes, yes, let me go there. It sounds amazing. Oh, yes, I will enjoy. But how come the Krishna conscious person, how come a pure devotee is not doing that? Why? Why? Because he's satisfied in his relationship with Krishna, loving service of the Lord. He's blissful, he's happy. He's enjoying his relationship with Krishna. He's peaceful in his relationship with Krishna. He has that loving relationship with Krishna. So he's like, it's okay, the desires can come, they'll go. I have Krishna. That's all. Others, however, who want to fulfill desires, even up to the limit of liberation, what to speak of material success, never attain peace. Oh, but liberation is peaceful. How can you say liberation is not peaceful? Liberation is beyond the material world. Moksha, mukti, sitting in the divine light, Brahmajyoti. Why it's not peaceful? Why? Because we have still not been situated in our original position. We are kind of like floating in the space, not yet gone back home, not yet entered into one of the spiritual planets, not yet being in our own spiritual form, not yet doing our eternal activity that each of us have. Each of us have an eternal activity that we do. But because in the Brahmajyoti we are doing nothing, then we get bored. It could be after long, long time, millions of times. So that's why not peaceful. Not peaceful. Of course, in material world, of course, we can't be peaceful because we are always trying to do things by ourselves. I did it. And things, when they turn around, then our mind gets boggled. So the fruitive workers, the salvationists, and also the yogis who are after mystic powers are all unhappy because of unfulfilled desires. So why we are unhappy? Because we have so many desires which are not fulfilled. So we could be a great mystic yogi. We can create a planet, or we can expand ourselves 8 times. We can just magically get something out of thin air, pick up something from a faraway place, or just travel far away from one place. I can just travel very fast with the speed of mind and go to another planet, but still unhappy. Why? Because desire is not fulfilled. But the person in Krishna consciousness is happy in the service of the Lord, and he has no desires to be fulfilled. So the pure devotee, he is established in his relationship. He knows that this is my relationship with Krishna, devotional service. And that's what brings happiness. We were just hearing now in Caitanya Caritamrta, devotional service is what gives us eternal life. Devotional service is the only thing that can give us true happiness, not the illusory happiness of this material world. The happiness we experience in this material world is very illusory. It's temporary. But the happiness we experience in Krishna consciousness, that's eternal. That's eternal. And so a pure devotee, because he is so fixed in his relationship, he's receiving so much happiness in his relationship with Krishna, he has nothing else. He does not want anything else. In fact, he does not even desire liberation from the so-called material bondage. The devotees of Krishna have no material desires, and therefore they are in perfect peace. Perfect peace because of their relationship with Krishna. Is that okay? Any comments? So we can see the only way that we want to be peaceful, the only way we want to be happy is we need to cultivate our Krishna consciousness. And what do? Hear and chant. Hear and chant. And the more we hear and chant, the more happy we will feel. And peaceful. Feel peaceful. Okay, so we'll stop here for today. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol.